yes. Queensbridge, stand up. We got the queens from Queensbridge. We got the lovely Chinky QB. And we got the lovely Ladii Smylez.
What's up?
The beautiful songstress and the beautiful lyricist.
What up, y'all?
So what's up, ladies?
Man, it's been a lot. I mean, I'm cooling.
You cooling? How you cooling? And how about you, lady?
I'm doing good, working hard.
Yes, we always on that grind. So I understand that you grew up in Queensbridge, and
Absolutely.
I mean that's an amazing shout out to Queensbridge, because we've been talking about Queensbridge for the past few months, basically. You know what I'm saying? And we was always talking about the impact that it has from hip hop. Like, you know, you can't talk about hip hop without talking about Queensbridge. So many caliber artists that came out of Queensbridge. So tell me, how was that growing up and all of that?
I mean, it was amazing, like, watching people like Roxanne Shante and idolizing her, like, you know, her showing me that could be me, because she from where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? Watching people like MC Shan, Marley Marl, you know what I'm saying? And even down to, you know, my generation, Capone and Noriega, Mobb Deep, of course, the Infamous Mobb, you know what I mean? Core Mega, it's so many, you know what I mean? Nazarene. You know what I mean? It's so many. We got a couple of queens in Queensbridge that do the thing.
I'm pretty sure y'all do. I'm trying to get everybody to come down here. And how about you, how was it growing up for you?
It was amazing. Like, everybody that Chinky mentioned, and then watching Chinky on top of it, and the mob, like, coming behind that, that's amazing. Then to be right here with her, that's awesome.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, and I feel honored to be able to do this interview with you ladies today. Like, you have no idea how much this really means to me. So, y'all was talking about all these artists coming out of Queensbridge. What made y'all, was they the ones that made y'all want to be artists, or like, how did that come about?
Well, for me, yeah, that's definitely what did it. Like, Chinky doesn't even know I'm like one of her biggest fans on the low, so she was a big inspiration for me, like listening to her and Prodigy songs. And the, you know, the underground, pretty much all of that stuff is what really got me. You know, like, even mainstream, you have certain artists, but the underground, like, it's the hunger that you hear. And as a kid, you just hear that and you just stick to it. Then everyone in the neighborhood being on it, so it was a big deal. Being in Queensbridge, like, to other people, it probably wasn't such a big deal, but being in it, it was different.
And how about for you?
I mean, for me, basically, I came out the womb humming a tune, you feel me? My family, like, shout out to the Evans family, almost everybody got a little rhythm in them, you know what I mean? So my daddy put music in my soul, you know what I mean? So basically
he used to sing to you when you was a kid and
Of course.
What were some of the things he was saying?
I mean, he would make up little songs for me and my sister, you know. It was just the two of us, you know, two girls, so we was everything to him, you know. So he would make up little songs and just, you know, go around the house singing them to me, like Michelle and Shalene, you know, our names and stuff, like my pretty little girls, you know what I mean? So it was just music been in my soul since birth.
Was there like a particular song, like when y'all first heard hip hop, that inspired y'all, okay, this is what it is? Was there a particular song?
I think, like, for me, back in the days, Big Daddy Kane was one of my favorite male hip hop artists. And then the women, it was crazy. You had MC Light, Roxanne Shante, you know what I'm saying, before that. Then you had people like Antoinette, Salt and Pepper. I mean, come on. The list is endless. It's endless.
And how about you?
I mean, it was a lot. And then a lot with QB, like the Mob, Shook Ones, like the Quiet Storm, everything. Then when they draw Little Kim into it, that was super dope. Like, it's a lot of history around the whole thing that just drew our attention to it. And then we're our own little town in our own way. Like, it's so many people packed in one area.
Ain't it like the biggest projects in New York City?
Yeah.
Almost in the world.
Right.
In the United States, definitely. 96 buildings.
That's a lot of
6
people.
blocks.
Right.
You feel me? So it's a good, at least 20,000 running through Queensbridge. So we our own
world.
Yeah. We got our own little civilization. We got our own language.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
dress a little
Oh my God, what up? Well, I can't say it because I feel like I didn't earn my stripes or whatever. Yeah, it's all the.
You good, that?
Yeah. I probably sound crazy trying to do it. Yeah. So, okay. So, I mean, Ladii Smylez, you were saying how you grew up even with Chinky coming up in the game, watching her. So let everybody know your background as far as this industry is concerned.
I mean, I started off with the Infamous Mobb, you know, sitting on the block one day, like, I could sing. Y'all don't believe me? Check this out. You know what I mean? And then Gotti was like, yo, she gonna be the only girl of the Infamous Mobb.
So you the first lady?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. You know? And then the Infamous Mobb brought me to Mobb Deep, having P, and I had to pay my dues, you know? I had to sit there and live in the studio. And
they made you go to the store and all of that? Like get 40 runs and stuff like that?
No, they didn't make me do anything.
Okay.
I'm a little bit of a thug myself.
Okay.
But I paying my dues, meaning, you know, sitting back and learning what the game was about before they pushed me into it. You know, sitting back and watching some of the things that they had to go through in the industry before they pushed me out there. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was still eating. Okay. You feel me? Because I was being featured on numerous tracks, and I was working with numerous...
Name some of them. I mean... That don't know. For those that don't know.
I mean, I did Reach. The first track I did with the Mobb was Everyday Gunplay. Then I did Reach, and that was huge. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy because it was a remake of a New Edition track, which was one of my favorite groups coming up as a kid. You know what I mean? Shout out to New Edition and E. You know what I mean? But I did Reach, and then after that, you know, we were working on Murder Music, which led to Murder Music the movie. Mm-hmm. I got a chance to, you know, cameo in the movie. That was so serious. P was so ahead of his time that he put all of us ahead of our time because our music is timeless.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and I was constantly working with the Infamous Mobb. I did features with people like, there was a group that Warren G was putting out, and I was blessed to be able to, you know, do something on their first EP. You know what I mean? People like that I grew up with, Core Mega, who I idolize. You know what I mean? And just being around people at Summer Jam and on tours and you on tour buses and things like that. It was the time of my life. It was my dream. So they gave me my dream.
And it sounds like you live a lifetime of people who just begun doing these things. So as you coming up witnessing all of that, that's what inspired you to get into music and start writing your rhymes and stuff like that. How did you come about doing your flow? Like, was it a group or you started off by yourself?
It started off, I was singing first, and I was in a little group. You know, all girls, we make a little girl group singing. Whether you can sing or you can't sing, you always do it. And it started off with that, then it branched off to me by myself, but I write poetry a lot. So that turned into a form of my rap. And then I said, you know what, why not do singing and rapping? Because people always try to tell you, especially when you're a woman, they try to tell you what you can and cannot do. Yes. So it's either you can just rap or you can just sing. And I'm like, what? I can break barriers. What are you talking about? Yeah. So that's why now people are starting to, you know, take heed and notice, but I don't mind because this is my craft. I love it. So if I'm doing it, it doesn't matter to me if people want to gravitate or if they don't. Eventually it's going to be so dope, but you cannot deny it regardless. Yes. So I'm here. That's all I got to say.
So have you been like putting out mixtapes or albums?
I've been on different mixtapes. Okay. Like that's basically how I've been doing it, all like across the city and across these too. I did a little piece with Brian Divine Valley in Long Island, where he put out something overseas with Ruck, and it was with Nashawn also on the song, and I'm on the hook.
So that's when they was like the Killer Kids, or that's when they was
not
like
that
QBU?
Far back, right?
Okay.
I'll say they had a few
shout out to Killer Kids,
going.
QBU, Ruck, Chalice, all of them. Yes.
Hey.
Oh God. See, I sound like a retard doing that.
You see, I am QB, you feel me? Rock all day.
Yeah, and he had Mr. the brand, I Am Queen, and I need a shirt, I Am Queen shirt. I know I can't get an I Am QB shirt, but I want an I Am Queen something. I'm Harlem. Get them Harlem shirts out.
Right.
Yeah, so you was doing features with them and everything like that. So what was the first song that you did? What was the name of it?
The first song I did was actually with an artist who's not so mainstream, and his name is Casidas. Or Casidos. I'm not sure how you say the last name. But I did that song with him, and I don't even think we had a name. It was like, you know, you're in the studio rocking out all day, somebody hear you in the corner singing and just be like, hey, get over here. And we were at Face Studio. A lot of people know who Face is from back in the days. And it just was a little singing on the track, and they were like, okay, let's keep her in mind. And they kept calling me back. Hey, niece, I need you to come through, just sing a little here, sing a little there. And then they found out I rap, and then it was just like, it just started spreading like wildfire.
Okay, so we was just talking about Ruck and all of them. So I know there's a whole QBU thing, Queensbridge United. So what is that about? Like, how did that get started? What are you guys' involvement with that?
Well, first off, it started with DU. DU was a legendary guy that grew up in Queensbridge and unfortunately passed away. But before he died, he wanted to bring all of the artists existing and coming up together to do a compilation to just show the unity and, you know, just the beauty of the talent in Queensbridge.
Yes, because it is undeniable.
And he was working on this project for a while before he passed away. You know, later on, maybe a year or two ago, Chalice and Ron and a couple of other dudes, Ruck, a couple of other artists in the hood decided that they were going to keep his dream alive and bring it back, which is something that needed to be done anyway because there's so much talent running around Queensbridge that has been unheard. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's up to the ones that are already there to bring the ones that are trying to come up and to where we're at.
So, I mean, there's talks of Ron Artest having some kind of involvement in it. Is that true?
I mean, Ron is from Queensbridge, so...
I know, that's what I said, you know.
Ron is from Queensbridge, so regardless of what, he's going to be involved. Okay. I mean, you know, all of the big names that you know from Queensbridge are going to have, if not a large piece, but a small, you know, portion of, you know, making this project happen. Hopefully.
Oh, we got a caller! Caller! How you doing, caller?
Good evening, good evening.
Yo, who that?
Nazarene on the line.
Who that? That's Nazarene. What up?
What up, what up?
What up, Naz?
What up, Chink? What up, Ladii Smylez?
What's goody, mommy?
What's up, boo?
Yeah, I'm just calling to show my support for the radio show.
Oh, thank you.
Yo, shout out to Nazarene, man. We did an ill track on the QBU United album. You know, she's a dope artist, you know what I mean? She's into a lot of great things, so look out for her. She got a lot of things coming.
We need to have
Nazarene.
you on my show, Nazarene.
Yes, soon come. My schedule is just very, very hectic. I would have been up there with y'all tonight, but unfortunately, I'm just completely busy.
Well, we here. I ain't going nowhere. I'm always going to have a Tuesday for you. Just holler at me.
Yeah, sha, that's how we do it.
Yo, that's what's up, dude.
Yo, I want to make a request. Can I make a request?
Sure.
I want to hear that You Can Lean on Me.
Yeah, we definitely going to get to that. And I do wanted to talk about that before we get into that. You read my mind. See, great minds think alike.
Naz, you hit the spot.
Yes, you did. So, I mean, we're going to get to, and I want to get a little, if I hopefully get some song melodies from you and I can get some bars from you, we're going to get to that. So, let's speed it up and get to that. So, you got the whole QBU, and you have artists coming out there and doing tracks. Was there already CDs, or you're working on a CD? You working on a mixtape? What's that going? What's going on with that?
I mean, I got a couple of things that I'm working on. Right now, I'm working with Twin on his project. You know, he got a lot of different albums and mixtapes dropping. You know,
shout out to Twin.
Shout out to Big Twins.
Big Twins.
You know what I mean?
And I want some food.
Check him out though. You know, he got the cooking thing. You know, of course the
Infamous
music.
chefs,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's a lot of big things going on. So I'm doing a couple of features for his project. You know what I mean? And still working with my brothers. You know, God and things like that. The Infamous have whatever Alchemist, and I got a little project that I had, you know, been working on. It's a little book.
Okay.
That, you know.
I know that's going to be real colorful. I'm thirsty.
This is my first time putting that little seed out there, but yeah, so I'm working on writing my book or whatever.
So you're going to turn songstress into an author, writer?
I mean, I'm versatile. I mean, I'm a songstress, I'm an actor, I'm a writer, I'm a mother.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to be everything I can be in this life, you know?
Yes.
We only got one, so why not try to do it all?
And how about you? Do you have any albums or anything coming up?
I'm working on a mixtape. Looks of Deceiving is the name.
Okay.
I haven't chosen a date. I thought I was gonna drop it in the summer, but it's like a lot just keeps happening, and it's just I'm evolving, so I'm putting out more and more. So it's making me want to pick and choose what I really want people to hear because I feel like I'm changing so much. Some of the old material is no longer me, you know? So I'm doing that. Then also we have the QBU, which we have a song, which, you know, hopefully we could get to that tonight too. Nazarene is on that too, so that would have been dope. You know, we got to get her up here.
So, I mean, I don't want to try to get into something serious, but we did have the passing of Prodigy, and I know that you was very close with him. So she was talking about Lean On Me, and that's a song that you did with Prodigy. Is that correct? So,
yeah, Lean On Me is a song that Prodigy actually wrote for me. So it's like really precious to me because, you know, it was written by one of my idols. I mean, basically one of my brothers. The track was really dope. I mean, we just all felt it, you know what I mean? And we performed it actually a couple of weeks before he passed at the Blue Note.
yeah, we've been talking about it. I was talking about, how it was so amazing. I was lit. Like, I was still on fire being at that show, the horns and everything. I was so, like, the unplugged, and it was just amazing. And
it was. I mean, and for a dude of his caliber, you know, so hard and so gritty to write almost a love song, you know what I mean? That's what made it so special to me. And he gave it to me and said, I want you to present this, you know? So.
All right, so we're going to get into Lean On Me, Chinky, QB, Prodigy. We're going to get into that. But while my Richard is getting into that, I just want to, you know,
R.I.P.P.
Yes, you know.
Forever P.
You know, I know that subject, especially with having you ladies on here, is a sensitive situation. I mean, we've been talking about it and all that stuff, and I know that his legacy did so much to your lives. I mean, it's like, and I can hear it in your music as well, Ladii Smylez. I can hear it when you were singing at the Blue Note Jazz Club, how you felt, and it was just more than a vibe. Like, what was it like working with him? Like, being in the studio?
I mean, it was everything. It was amazing. Like, he was one of the best. So
was he funny? Like, what type of person he was? Like, for those that don't know, because people only see the music, but like, what was he cracking jokes? You know, did he fall asleep and wake up with crust in his eyes? Like,
it's a lot. He was a good dude. He was, you know, into a lot of great things. He was about education. He was about learning about, you know, different stages of life and, you know, different things and different theories and, you know what I mean? So it's a lot, you know, and I can't, you know, elaborate fully the way that, you know, you want me to because it's still so new. But he was a great dude, you know. He was a great father. He was a great friend. He was a great teacher.
Yes. And Richard, are you ready? We're going to get into Lean On Me, Chinky QB, written and by Prodigy, produced by Prodigy, and also featuring Prodigy. Let's get it.
Yeah. That girl Chinky, that nigga P. Yo, drop that shit for me, baby.
You can lean on me, when you're not strong. I'm with you. I'll be your friend. Boy, I help you carry on. Carry on me.
Yeah.
When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. Boy, I help you carry on.
Spit that shit.
Boy, when I'm down, all I gotta do is think of you. You pick me up and you brighten everything I do. You give me reason to be strong and keep on pushing.
We're gonna be alright, we're gonna be alright.
When I be ready to quit, you give me reason to keep things moving. And I swear like forever, bitch, ready to explode. We out here living just enough for the city, for the ghetto. But true friends is hard to come by, and I really got nobody.
Nah, that go.
But I can put my trust in you. You can lean on me. When you're not strong, I'm with you. I'll be your friend.
I got you.
Boy, I help you carry on.
got you.
Carry on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. Boy, I'll help you carry on. Boy, if you need me, just call me and I'll be right there.
Hello?
Go ahead and get your money, don't even worry, I'ma be right here. I know you're going through stress with all the jealousy and hatred bullshit.
Fuck them niggas, man.
But I'ma hold you down, I got your back whenever you're not looking. Cause I know life will have a nigga ready to explode.
You know?
You out there living just enough for the city, for the ghetto.
It's gonna be alright.
But loyalty is hard to come by if you ain't really got nobody. Then you can put your trust in me.
Alright.
You can lean on me.
That's
on
right.
Me. When you're not strong, I'm with you. I'll be your friend. Boy, I'll help you carry on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. Boy, I'll help you carry on. They call you the thug for me. You can stash all your cash and guns with me. You can send me at niggas, I'll rock on the sleep. And when your wife stressing me out, you got the keys. Any time of the day, your night is lovely. My love is your house, come fucks with me. God forbid you get knocked, not a question I'll be. A day gonna be out on me, you can rely.
My love is pure. I sure you ain't tell you that's for sure. All the things that we've been through insecure. Hell no, we got history. I know you, girl, like that face in the mirror, see. You could talk to me, and you the only one that I can share deep things. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably be shot up or locked up on them nights we made love.
The Matrix Radio Vision Live with DWI, live from the BXNY.
Yes, Lean on Me. Such a classic, timeless song. Like, it sounds like you just put it out there. It was, like you said, it's so ahead of its time. And, you know, what did it take? Like, what was that like just to create it? Like, he was like, yo, Chink, I got a song. Like, how did that happen?
One day we was just sitting in Alchemist's crib in the city. And P used to do a lot of writing and recording there. So I came through, and we was just sitting there, and he was like, yo, got some shit. You know, and I tried it out, and
did it take a lot of takes for you to do it, or it just flowed so naturally?
I mean, it kind of flowed naturally. I wanna say, you know what I mean? Because you know, I come from them. My music came from them, so my style is kind of an extension of theirs.
That's dope for you to say that. That was dope. So I want some more music, so we're gonna get right into that. Can I get some bars, Ladii Smylez?
Sure.
Like, I want that whole QB draw. I wanna feel like I'm on 44th side and Vernon and 10th Street and 12th Street and all of that.
I'm about to spit that like I'm from Bompton.
Oh, God, Bompton.
Early.
Yes, let's get it. Bars.
Okay, I like this. Yeah. Can you keep it real? Maintain a straight face. Hold it down on the block. Shit get different every day. Rolling through my hood, you can't be acting like a fake. Come across a hungry bitch and your food to get ate. Look up in the sky and tell them when they all arrive. That boy in blue, then eyes on at all times. Proceed with caution, don't let them read between your lines. Steady with your moves, don't let them memorize your grind. Look over your shoulder, you see what's going on? It's usually all good, the quiet for the storm. MOBBD, thing. Maybe I'm just tripping or it's just the QB thing. Well, they abandoned us and left us in the hood. Thought we be dying up, the no good. Thought we be starving, broke with no food, but instead we getting money, looking real healthy too. Knacking on the block, just doing what we do, and every celebration packed, looking like a zoo. I'm talking real shit, some you never seen. Real shit goes down sorta like a movie scene. I watched them grow up just to be fiends, and I watch young teens smoke away their young dreams. I watched them grow up just to be fiends, and I watch young teens smoke away their young dreams. Call it what you want, but this is what it seems. I said call it what you want, cause it is what it seems.
Yeah, bars. Get it, Chink.
Yo, I be that little hood chick banging the streets with my music. Bitches ain't fucking with me. What's cracking? You don't wanna play no games with Chinky. 50 Deeps got my thuns behind me. We MOBBDEEP. All you other bitches out, you can't see me. I'm rolling with my homies on some pretty girl thug shit. Walk up in the club, niggas like, oh shit, that's my bitch. I walk the gangster walk, cause I'm a gangstress. I talk the gangster talk, and I'ma kick it for ya. Take a minute to rock with me. Take it back to the block with me. All my gangsters roll with me. Cause street life takes over me. All my niggas on the block smoke a 50 sack. All my bitches on the block with a Henny at. All my gangsters bump that. All my gangsters bump that.
Yeah! That was dope. That was the illest. That was a Queensbridge cypher. Bars, bars,
QB.
bars.
All day.
Yes, all day.
Infamous
Forever and a day.
Infamous Mobb.
Oh my God.
QB.
Y'all making me want to go to like some kind of dark corner
Y'all trying to
with
bring
like
me
a
back,
composition notebook and some pens, cause I need
And
to
a
get my
cassette tape,
You know
right?
what I'm saying? OT has a cassette tape so I can rewind and come
stick the
back
pencil in there,
and
run
do
that
the
back.
ad-libs and rewind like how we do back in the days.
Y'all bringing me back. I haven't, touched music in a minute, so.
Yes, we need to have you out there. We need to have you ladies really out there. Like, I want to see more from you guys. Like, it's so dope to even have it. Like, I feel honored for that y'all even agreed to do the show with me.
Man,
like,
I'm
this
honored
is
to be
big.
here.
Right. Thanks
Like,
for having us.
Please, I've been trying to. I've been thinking about y'all for like before I even had a show. Like, shit, if it was up to me, I would have had y'all here to my first show. But I'm glad.
Well, we here now.
It's definitely wonderful to see you doing your entrepreneurial thing. You know what I mean? I respect it. I love it. And, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Don't have me, not on the camera.
Come on, Cha-Cha. You know you the queen over here.
Gotta
Getting all
respect it,
modest
man.
on us now.
Nah, but like, I mean, this was amazing. So we're wrapping up the show. So I want to make sure that everybody knows where to find you ladies. So where can they find you?
I'm on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, Facebook, Ladii Smylez. That's Ladii Smylez.
And how about you, Chanks?
Chinky QB, all day. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know what I mean? I try to go on, as much as I can, but,
She got a catalog. You just got to Google
Yes,
her.
like, you have no idea.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all can Google.
and this is not the first interview. I need y'all back on my show. Like, we need to,
Definitely.
I'm gonna
Say
look
when.
into some showcases
there.
and have y'all up on the showcases. We're gonna do, like,
I'm going to bring a bunch of dudes up here.
please.
A bunch of
and
dudes.
and all the QBU, all of y'all watching, all the lives and stuff like that, we need you up on here telling your story too. I'm such a fan of Queensbridge, and I'm, like I said before, like, the input, the impact that you have on hip hop. You can't talk about hip hop without talking about Queensbridge. We even had Piff Jones in the building, and
Shout out to Piff.
Yeah,
Shout out to Piff.
y'all amazing. Like, you can't say nothing else.
Listen,
Just
man,
amazing. No
I
words that
appreciate
can
all the
say.
love,
Yes.
from the fans, you know what I mean? From the fans, from the fam, from Queensbridge. You're a ghetto superstar out there. You gotta respect it. You gotta appreciate,
Y'all
all
got
the
your
love.
own swag, your own
Huh?
thought process, your own, and it's incredible for me being on the outside looking in. It's almost like a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, we came up under some of the greats.
Yes.
So it was inevitable.
Legendary.
For,
Absolutely.
people like
Timeless
us to
music
try it.
that's not going nowhere. And so we wrapping up the show. Thank you,
Shout out to
ladies.
everybody.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody watching and everybody
Love.
listening and everybody who love Queensbridge. We love y'all back. Definitely
Love.
believe it.
Yes, and just everybody show love to each other. There's a whole bunch of movies to the story. I'm rendered speechless. I don't even know what to say.
Forever P, man.
Yes,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Prodigy, and we
Forever
up
P,
off
Infamous.
this.
Oh, y'all niggas killers, man. Oh,
Yeah.
catch you coming out your fucking crib, nigga.